Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
So we talked a little bit about Mondo and his difference from a year ago till today. Hunter, obviously you were in Ann Arbor. Everybody thought you'd finish there. You had your kind of network in Ann Arbor, which is strong, and you left it. And that was the one thing I was like, man, that's hard to do, right? That's hard to do because you're set up there for the rest of your life. And when you leave that, it's probably gone, right? It's probably gone.
Yeah,
But obviously you went because you felt like it was the best move for your career, chance to play in the NBA, chance to play for Bill Self, one of the best coaches in the game, especially for bigs. How hard was that decision, first of all, to leave Michigan? Because you knew, you're smart enough to know, like, that's one that you'll be able to take advantage of for the rest of your life.
yeah, it was extremely hard, I would say, to leave. Yeah, like with the connections and everything. But I'd say now, like all the connections that I really wanted and the ones that I felt like, like I really knew the people, they're still there, obviously, but not. I mean, maybe not in the same capacity, but I still talk to them. I would say like the thing that made it the hardest wasn't like, the legacy of, maybe getting my jersey retired or like, all the stats, all the accolades, all the connections. It was probably just leaving Juwan, honestly. That was like the hardest thing. That was like the thing that made me really like kind of try to push it off for like a day or two was really just, having to tell him face to face that I'm leaving because like that's really like that's probably like the closest thing I've had to like another dad was Juwan. Like he like really was like that dude for me. And like when I was in there, like we like he I was bawling my eyes out telling him like to like I had to leave because that's just kind of like how I feel about him. And like we still text to this day. And like that's just like, that's a relationship that I hope I always will have in my life because just the person he is. And so leaving him was super tough, but looking back on it, I do think, that was like the best decision that I could ever made, especially given like the teams I have. Obviously, like maybe, if I would have went to Kentucky, we might have still had like similar success. But
Thank
here,
God you're in Kentucky. Jesus Christ. That would have been crazy.
Shannon would
Imagine.
have liked that.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, Kansas has been super great for me. I've had so much fun here. I feel like like almost like a freshman when I got here because it was so new and everything was so new. And so I think it was like a breath of fresh air, just being in a new situation with new guys, new system, everything. It's been great.
I've said earlier this year, I don't know if you've seen this, I assume you have, that I do not think Kansas can win 6 straight games.
Yeah, I have. And the Kansas Twitter's not a big fan of Jeff Goodman.
Nobody's a big like. Actually, I shouldn't say nobody, but I mean Carolina fans. Mondo, the funniest part, I see him in Clemson, whatever, 10 days ago, and post game, I didn't tell him I was coming, and he sees me and he goes something like, "There's like I don't know 7 or 8 reporters in there," and Mondo says, "Yeah, we hate Jeff Goodman," and you hear somebody go, like like no idea, and
They thought they had a headline.
they did. No. I had people sending me the YouTube clip. They're like, Mondo's an asshole. Why would he? Coach, another ACC coach sends me the clip, and they're like, what an asshole thing to say. And I'm like, no, don't worry. Like this is shit.
I got a question for Hunter. So like if you go back to Michigan, like are they gonna boo you? I'm actually curious. Like what is that whole relationship with the fan base? Like how does that work? Because like I feel like they got mixed emotions about you.
No, it's 100% mixed emotions for sure. It is very mixed. I actually was thinking about that because when Ernest came back to Kansas, there was a big thing on like Kansas Twitter about like whether they should boo him or cheer for him. And that was kind of like, and so that had me thinking like, thankfully I don't have to go back because I'd probably play terrible if I had to go back there. But I don't. I mean, I would hope they would cheer for me in like the pregame, the
Yeah.
intros. I would hope, but then obviously during the game, like don't cheer for me. That's I'm not on your team. Like we don't have to try to fake like we don't. I'm not expecting that much from them. But I mean, maybe a little cheer for the pregame. But I wouldn't mind it either way. I understand both sides.
I mean, I think now we at a time in college basketball where guys gonna be going back to their old colleges and getting tribute videos like in the NBA.
That that would be nuts to get a tribute video in college.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field 68 content.